Oh, almost just knocked over a huge glass of water. All right, so real quick, I just wanted to make a video and kind of talk about the things that have been going on in just day-to-day life. And it's been 10 days since we posted a video, so a little bit of a break. A couple reasons for that. One, the Iowa Deer Classic is coming up, so I've been getting a lot of stuff together, including apparel, booth designs for like a banner for behind the booth. Got to get that done. So just trying to get some of those things squared away. If you guys are going to be at the Iowa Deer Classic, we're going to be in booth 24, so definitely stop by. We'll be hanging out all day. Come talk to us. We'll have a combination of hats and t-shirts. Like I said, hopefully today my plan is to get that all squared away. So that's been going on. A second thing is that my girlfriend moved up here about a month ago, and we're actually moving into a new house. So you guys will see some of that in the future. This weekend we're going to move in there, so all this stuff that's in here is going to have to come out. All the deer mounts, sheds, TVs, dressers, desks, and I got a bunch of stuff in the basement. So that's going to take up some time, and just kind of going through the process of, excuse me, God, I just ate lunch. Just going through that whole process has taken up some time. And also, as I mentioned before, this is just all out of pocket. We don't have any sponsors. We don't take any money from anyone. So that being the case, financially, along the way, we're going to need some help eventually. So I've been reaching out to a bunch of sponsors, and not just for a handout of money, but companies that we want to work with and build a lasting friendship with, and at the same time help us alleviate a little bit of our financial stress so that we can continue to do the things we love to do, and ultimately work with and for those companies, and help them out just as much as they can help us out. So yeah, it's kind of a long-winded explanation, but so that's kind of what's been going on, just very briefly, as far as day-to-day life goes. And then I also kind of want to just do a little bit of a season in review and just talk about, beginning to end, and kind of just run over how the season went, and I'll throw a little montage of clips in there as we kind of roll through it. Started off the season really slow. It was really hot. We did find a couple fields that had real green beans on them that were planted late, and I filmed a really good buck to start the year. It wasn't one that we really wanted to shoot, but talked about maybe getting a youth hunter in there for an early muzzleloader tag or a youth tag. I can't remember which it was, but and then pretty much from there we didn't really do much. I left to go film Dan Johnson with Knife Finger Chronicles in South Dakota on a mule deer hunt, and we ended up doing Nebraska. We had some success in South Dakota early, so we left and he had a tag down there. And during that time, Chase shot that giant 200-inch deer. Just an amazing story, and one of those deals is just right place, right time. No clue the deer was there. I know there was some controversy over that, and a lot of you guys commented and were commenting back and forth. And it was pretty crazy, and obviously everyone's entitled to their own opinion, so I don't know what kind of inside information those of you had that think that you know everything, but regardless, it was just we were pumped on that. So being that Kronk was our number one hitless buck coming in, we were hunting him. Coincidentally, that deer shows up and Chase kills him. So following that, I was pretty much up to bat until I could fill a tag, and then our plan was to head to Oklahoma. So I ended up Kronk never showed back up on camera. We hadn't had him since the beginning of October, so we moved on to a different farm. I shot that 9 with that cool dagger point coming off his skull. It's not even connected to his pedicle. It's completely separate, so that was pretty cool. I actually have him right here. I can show you. well, you're going to be able to see that, but point is completely separate from the rest of the deer. So there he is. Pretty cool deer. So I filled that tag, and then off to Oklahoma. We have some great hunts in Oklahoma, bounce around on public a little bit, hunting by boat as we always pretty much do out of state, just to get away from people. And we got into some really good hunting. I think one day we encountered 11 bucks, and I missed a giant deer that was it was a textbook rut hunt. I was locked down with a doe. Doe drags him right by us after a almost 2-hour encounter, and it's just a classic case of target panic. You can see it in the GoPro. I draw back, and as I'm getting ready to shoot, I lean forward, like, excuse me, anticipating the shot, and you can see the bow rises up, and then the arrow's released, and the arrow goes over him. So that comes to a close. We came back, quick packed up, went to New York, and that was more about, we hunted the opening week in a shotgun, my family's cabin. That was more about just spending time with family, and the hunting's a lot of deer around, not a lot of higher age class bucks, which is, it's not what it's about. It's about spending time with people, friends and family, and we did that. Spent Thanksgiving there, and then went to Virginia, and we started hunting pretty hard again. Chase shot a really nice management buck, 7-pointer, on some property that we were lucky enough to hunt, one of Chase's family friends, and there was another big 7 in there. We did get some footage of them, so I'll show that, but weren't able to connect with them. Come back to Iowa, and shotgun season had just came in, so we did a little bit of shotgun hunting, just some doe management stuff, and that was with a couple different groups. And then late season comes around. Chase shot a nice buck doing some deer drives with some of his buddies. Weren't able to get that on camera, so we don't have anything to show you of that deer. It was a sweet deer, a nice tight racked, heavy 8 on some public ground. And then I pretty much just ground out the rest of the season. I was hunting on the ground, hunting travel corridors to and from food. I had a guy shoot off the road, and had another guy shoot into the field from a different property and shoot a doe, and ended my night there. So had a couple encounters, but for the most part, just wasn't really. We don't really have any properties that are set up for late season. We have some decent properties, but like I said, on those days I hunted there, we had some wacky things happen, and it just didn't turn out. So that pretty much ended our season. We had plans for Arizona, possibly, for a mule deer hunt, but it was either spend money on that or spend money on the Deer Classic, which I felt was going to benefit us more, so I decided to go that route. So all in all, it was a great year, and the growth we had was amazing. So I think that is completely because of you guys, and I can't say enough how much we appreciate all your guys' help in doing that, and subscribing to the channel, and watching, and commenting on the videos, liking the videos, all that good stuff. We didn't get away from this year without some controversy. As I'm sure a bunch of you know, there was the deer Chase killed. It was highly controversial. Being it's a big deer, it seems like it always is, and there are a lot of naysayers out there, saying that we didn't deserve it. And we got podcasts coming up of talking about us, and it's pretty comical to listen to. And as most of you guys I'm sure know, that the hunting community is pretty tight knit and pretty supportive of one another. And I think when you get into the hunting industry, a lot of times in digital media and YouTube channels, there's a lot of competitiveness, and I think it rubs people the wrong way and creates a lot of jealousy, and ultimately creates very large egos for people that think they deserve, and in turn people think they deserve things over others. And I think that's pretty sad and unfortunate, but that's the reality of things. And so it's no problem. Everyone's got their own opinion, like I said, and they're entitled to that, so you got to leave it be. But we were really happy with how the season turned out. We worked really hard. So all in all, great season. We look forward to the spring, now with turkey season coming up, we've got a bunch of episodes saved from last year that we'll start releasing here in a bit. Just kind of kept them in the hopper. We didn't really start promoting the channel until the fall, so we created a little bit of leeway for ourselves there with some turkey content. Anyway, shed hunting is in the future. That's coming up. We'll get some shed hunting videos. A lot of deer are still holding. I saw a couple bucks yesterday with both sides. And yeah, so that's pretty much going to wrap it up, guys. Like I said, it's a quick little video. And thank you again to all of you guys that have subscribed to the channel and continue to support us. If you haven't yet, please, guys, subscribe to the channel. Just click the button. It doesn't require you to do anything, but click the button, and it helps us out a ton. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you soon.